Hey,
we're here.
We're in Sutton.
Yeah.
Hey guys, and welcome to our Eurovision special. We boarded Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas to watch the one and only Eurovision. For this 2-night cruise, we were charged £399 each for a balcony cabin.
Very exciting. There's a lifeboats. Just in case. Hello. Not opening till 1, and lucky for us it's 1 minute to 1. So yay.
And they were true to their word. The doors opened bang on 1 PM and we were free to go ahead and check out our cabin. We love the cabins on Anthem of the Seas. Keep an eye out for our room tour because it will be coming to YouTube very shortly.
So, darling, you have been reunited with the amazing chocolate martini. How do you feel?
Good. Not as numb as I did last time I was drinking them, but I did have about 10. So we'll see how it goes.
So we're just in the amazing Vintages, having a cheeky tipple, aren't we? Mm-hmm. And now we're going to go and have a bit of an explore.
Yes.
Top tip, if you like a beef sandwich, head to the 270 Caf. As you can see, the beef is incredible. This cruise definitely had a party vibe, and we didn't take a drinks package on this cruise, and we did start to wonder just after 2 rounds, had we made a mistake?
So we promised each other we weren't going to get a drinks package, but 2 drinks in...
We'd already spent $60 after 2 drinks. So we're just like, you know what? We forgot that Royal's different to P&O.
It is. It's different because the actual bar prices, they're a lot more expensive than P&O cruises for most of the drinks anyway. And because we're only on here for a 2-nighter for Eurovision, it is more of a party cruise.
Yeah.
And we were probably going to spend more than what it would have been for the drinks package. So ultimately, we gave away and we've got the drinks package.
Exactly.
Gotta keep our hands clean. Cruise fresh.
We were joined in port today by Cunard's brand new ship, Queen Anne, and also P&O Cruises Britannia. As we explored the ship, we got a little bit peckish, so we headed to the doghouse, which is found in the Seaplex. They were way nicer than the last time we were on Anthem of the Seas. If you missed that series, we will put a link to the full playlist at the end of this video. Keen to take advantage of our drinks package, we headed back to Vintages. Vintages is great not only for wine, but also for these amazing cocktails. Then we made our way to the Bionic Bar because these were also included in our deluxe beverage package. It's a bit of fun really, you get to make your own cocktail. You can choose up to 4 spirits and then add whichever mixers you'd like. The mechanical bartenders then mix, shake or stir, whichever you prefer, and put together your concoction. As I say, it's a little bit of fun, but honestly, if you haven't got the drinks package, personally I wouldn't bother because they are quite expensive. One part of the ship we were really glad to see again was the Solarium. This is a great place to hang out. After a quick chill, we made our way up to the pool deck for the Eurovision sail away party. Before we knew it, we were on our way and heading for the channel.
Hey, so embarkation day, it's a busy one.
It is, it's a packed cruise. In a good way though, it's been really fun.
Exactly, it's got a real party atmosphere, so I think it'll be really fun, especially for the Eurovision festivities. So we are just off to the main dining room now for a very early dinner. So we can head to 270 for Spectre's Cabaret.
Indeed.
Yes, we're very excited.
Yes. We were going to go to Chops, but it was going to be, what was it, $140?
Yeah, it was $69 each, and we love Chops, but
the bread in Chops is fantastic.
It is lovely.
It's not worth $140, so we're just going to go to the MDR.
And let's see what's changed, because I mean we haven't been on Royal Caribbean for a long while.
Exactly.
So
They've got the new menu structure and stuff. So
exactly. Let's give it a go.
And that we did. We headed to the Silk restaurant for our evening meal. It was really nice to see that Royal Caribbean had really gone to town with the whole Eurovision thing. We had a dedicated menu. Great. And one of the best things about Royal Caribbean, the bread at dinner. Yum. Thoughts on the new menu?
you know what? It's a special Eurovision menu, and I like it. Yeah.
For starters, Ben went for the scallop gratin. Honestly, this was pretty poor. There was barely any scallop in it. He didn't like it. And I went for the Mediterranean tapas. Again, it was pretty sparing. Didn't like it much. But we did get more bread. Hooray! For the mains, Ben went for the surf and turf, and he said this was absolutely beautiful. Oh, look at that beef. And I went for the chicken masala. This was really, really tasty. Not a masala, masala. For desserts, we both went for the creme brulee, and honestly, this wasn't to our liking at all. The top was really nice, but the actual creme brulee itself, it just didn't taste very nice. It was very, very bland, sadly. So overall, we did have some highs, but there were a fair few lows, so it wasn't great. This evening, we were really excited because we were going to see Spectre's Cabaret. We saw that the last time we were on Anthem of the Seas and couldn't wait. We made our way back to Vintages to pick up a couple of cocktails for the show. Then we sat back, relaxed, and got ready to be dazzled. Top tip, if you want to see the show, I wouldn't sit where we're sitting at the moment because you do miss quite a lot of the show, as you'll soon see. This show is really, really cool, and I'd say it's definitely a must-see for anyone, just the staging alone. As you can see, these little monitors dance around and really add to it, so it's definitely worth seeing, and the performers really do put on a show. But brutally, we didn't enjoy the show as much this time around. They've switched out the host, and from our point of view, the previous host was a lot more compelling and we just enjoyed it a lot more, so that was sad, but I'd still say it's definitely worth going to see, as it's a spectacle in itself. We then dashed across the ship to the Royal Theatre to watch the one and only We Will Rock You. And guys, if you haven't seen this before, make sure you do if you get the opportunity. This is fantastic. The showing did start late. It was delayed by about 15 minutes, but it was definitely worth the wait. On our sailing, the last showing of this show was actually cancelled due to technical problems, so don't leave it till the last show if you can help it, because you never know what's going to happen. After being well and truly wowed by the We Will Rock You cast, we made our way to the music hall. One, for a drink, and also secondly, to scope out where we wanted to try and find a seat for the Eurovision party the following evening. Then we made our way to Sorrento's for a cheeky slice of pizza, and then made our way to the Eurovision balloon drop party. The next morning we had arrived in Le Havre. Normally we'd get off the ship and have an explore of this port, but because we only had 2 nights on the sailing, we decided to stay on and make the most of being on Anthem of the Seas. We made our way to the Icon restaurant for a la carte breakfast. The Icon restaurant is one of the ship's main dining room areas. Now, all of the main dining rooms are included in your cruise fare and they are open for breakfast, lunch and dinner. The breakfast was fine, the hash browns were really nice, but otherwise a little bit bland, and the toast was very, very stale, sadly. So we got up nice and early this morning so we could film the Anthem of the Seas ship tour. Now we are just going to have a little meander around the ship and catch some rays because we are being blessed with some beautiful weather. Yeah. As we said earlier, this sailing was particularly busy and therefore the sunbeds were very busy as well. Unfortunately though, a lot were just covered in towels with no one on them. So we are going to treat ourselves to a cheeky lunch in Jamie's Italian.
Yes. Here we go.
On our last sailing on Anthem of the Seas, we didn't particularly like Jamie's Italian, but because it was half price at lunchtime, we thought, why not give it a go? The restaurant itself is really nicely decorated and it's got a nice casual feel to it. The menu itself has got a fair amount to choose from, and we were welcome to choose up to 2 starters, 1 main and 1 dessert. This restaurant does have an outdoor terrace to eat on, but it never seems to be used, sadly. Starting the day as we mean to go on, eh?
Yes, for Eurovision.
Yay! For our starters, we went for the ultimate garlic buns, the squid fritti, the truffle arancini, and finally the truffle burrata, and that was amazing in particular. What do you think so far?
So far so good.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yay!
Tastes absolutely awful. Don't come here. Joking. It tastes very, very nice.
Then for the mains, Ben went for the penne carbonara. He really enjoyed it. And I went for the straight up lasagna, and this was way nicer than the last time I had it. I really enjoyed it. While we waited for the bill, we came across this little flash sale on the app. It's interesting really, and you know what, it's worth keeping an eye out for these little deals because sometimes you can be onto a winner. Well, hello, so we are in the Schooner Lounge and we're going to play a little bit of ABBA trivia? Oh, I think it's Name the ABBA song, which I think we're going to be good at, so we're going to be good at something, right? And cheeky mudslide as well. And lo and behold, we aced it. Yay! For our evening meal, we headed to the Solarium Bistro. We'd come here on our last sailing on Anthem of the Seas and we were keen to give it another go. For starters, it's like a tapas selection and you can just go up and help yourself. Then afterwards, you're given a menu and you can select a main course. Well, it just so happened on this occasion that the waiter never actually came back to us to give us a menu, and we weren't even offered drinks. But luckily for us, we were pretty full after this tapas anyway, so we just decided to have a little bit dessert from the selection area in the buffet, and we just went in the end, which was a little bit disappointing. Yes, we could have tried to get someone's attention to get a menu and get some drinks, but honestly, when you're on holiday, you shouldn't really have to.
What do you think?
The chocolate cookies are not good. But the oatmeal, amazing.
Yay! My dessert was okay, but honestly, Royal Caribbean seemed to be really inconsistent on this sailing, sadly. That said, consistency was not a problem for Vintages. We headed back for another delightful cocktail, a cheeky espresso martini to keep us energised for the night ahead.
We're just clapping our way. Side we go, and side we go.
We were really impressed with how much effort Royal Caribbean had put into this Eurovision theme. The entertainment team seemed happy, energetic, and ready to do their thing. Before the Eurovision Song Contest started, the team had put together lots of different dance routines themed to Eurovision songs. What an absolute legend.
Are you excited? Yes. There is a picture. Eurovision time!
Then it was time for the Eurovision Final 2024. When it first started, we were a little bit worried because it took them a while to sort out the lighting and the sound was really quiet to start with, but eventually they got there and we sat back and enjoyed.
So now that we have to work with her in London, the 60th anniversary of Eurovision, and she is all the way to the United Kingdom.
As you can see, the music hall was very busy. In fact, it was so busy that they actually cancelled the nighttime movie outside on the pool deck and screened the Eurovision final on there too. It was great atmosphere and the majority of people put the politics aside and just sat back and enjoyed the show for what it was. After a fair few cocktails, we decided to head over to Sorrento's for some evening pizza. It's got to be done on a cruise.
So we've just got back from Eurovision and it was really fun, wasn't it?
It was fun. It really
Started
was.
off a little bit quiet.
And then got really busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the actual show started and like the PA system was really quiet for quite a long while, but it gradually crept up, which was really good, and the atmosphere was really brilliant, wasn't it?
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
So now we're going to go on the hunt for some Northern Lights, aren't we?
We'll see. Hopefully we'll see.
Yay.
As they had decided to show the Eurovision final on the pool deck too, it meant we could both look for the Northern Lights and also keep an eye on those points as they came on. And we were really happy Switzerland won. Great performance. We headed over to the Solarium just to see if we could see those elusive Northern Lights. Now, to the right and left hand side at the front, there's a couple of wings that jet off the side of the ship. So it was a little bit darker there, so it gave us the best chance. It was surprisingly cold and very windy, but the skies were extremely clear, as you can see here. Now, we stood out there for ages looking for the Northern Lights and we didn't think we'd saw them, but look at this. I think maybe this was it and we just couldn't see it with the naked eye. Did we see the Northern Lights? Let us know what you think in the comments. The next morning we woke up bright and breezy as it was disembarkation time. Now for those of you that might not have cruised before, disembarkation is really easy. So if you go onto the Royal Caribbean app, there is a little section there that tells you everything about disembarkation, whether you're carrying your own luggage off the ship, or if you choose to leave your suitcases outside the night before, you can pick them up from the collection point when you get into the port. The app also advises where you can get some breakfast before you go. We decided to carry our own luggage off because we only had little carry-on cases, and honestly it could not have been easy. We were off the ship within minutes and out of the port.
The end of another cruise. Bye-bye, baby, bye.
Now we had a really good time on this cruise. We enjoyed every minute of it, but did we think it was worth it for the price we paid? Well, keep an eye out because we're going to be putting out a video pretty shortly and talking through the highs and the lows of this trip. If you haven't already, why not consider subscribing to the channel and ringing that notification bell so we can let you know the next time we upload new content.
All done?
All done.
As easy as that.
As we've mentioned a couple of times during this vlog, we did sail on Anthem of the Seas in the past. We sailed around the Canaries for 2 weeks, so if you'd like to see how we got on, why not check out this playlist? And as always, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate the support and we wish you all a great day.